Well, Hurricane Katrina forced many people to consider some hard decisions about their future in New Orleans, and some of those centered on job projects.
The storm had one New Orleans woman thinking about a plan B when her 3-year-old daughter helped come up with it.
Stacey Griffin, a clinical social worker, labored for years to get her agency Uptown off the ground. She had 50 clients, a staff of 12, but Katrina shut down everything.
And having to start over with nobody in the city, there were no clients, there were definitely no social workers, that it was over. Can we put all the blue ones together for me?
Stacey decided to give the agency a year to come back. Last summer, she and her husband Tal sat on a beach with their 3-year-old daughter Sophia, and in one moment, unintentionally, their lives changed.
Sophia was, "Mom, I want another juice box." I'm like, "No, here, drink some water." And I just told Tal, I'm so tired of her not drinking water. God, what can we do to get her to drink water? And he always makes little comments like, you lose the right to complain unless you do something about it. So I turned over a juice box, and I'm like, well, we need to make a water box.
She spent the next few days researching the internet, as she knew nothing about the beverage industry. And she figured since bottled juices and water had been around for a while, someone must have already had this idea to give parents a healthy alternative to the sugar-filled juice boxes.
If we run into a dead end somewhere, then we'll run into a dead end. But you'll never know unless you try.
So Stacey had the idea, but now she had to get the water in the box. And you need a specific machine for that. And there's only a couple of dozen of them in the entire country. One of them is here.
Kiko Foods in Harahan had such a machine, and they agreed to filter, purify, and package the water. Stacey named it Aqua to Go. Kiko's Max Burnell says Stacey didn't invent boxed water. It's been around, but mostly sold to governments and disaster relief agencies because of its shelf life.
Typical bottled water has a shelf life somewhere between 6 months and a year. This product has a shelf life that is in excess of 4 years, somewhere between 4 and 5 years. Actually, we guarantee it for 5 years.
But there's no such thing as a test run at this level. Stacey's first order was for 230,000 boxes. She hit grocery stores, restaurants, hotels, airlines, anybody who would listen. And her target wouldn't just be kids.
Initially it was moms, but then I'm like, you know what? It's not just for kids. And that's that's the slogan on the side of the box. Drink boxes are not just for kids anymore.
Working out of her car, Stacey's first stop, Langenstein's Grocery Uptown.
He said, "How much do you have in your trunk?" I said, "I have about 12 cases in my trunk." He said, "Let's go load them up."
That was in December. And in just 1 month, Stacey's landed several grocery stores, schools, the Children's Museum, and the Wow Cafe and Wingery will carry Aqua to Go in their restaurants nationwide. No more working out of her trunk. Now there's a sales and distribution company. And for parents, it's a convenient, biodegradable, perfect match.
I had heard about the light juice boxes, but they're water boxes, and I thought it would be just a neat, efficient way for her to drink water. And I don't want her drinking soda or anything unhealthy.
Stacey says the immediate positive response has been a little surprising, but she believes in the product and its future.
The business consultant said we would not make a lot of money on it, according to what they've learned, but we thought if we could make a little bit of money and then give some back to the city, that would be interesting and that would be helpful.
Stacey says part of the profits from Aqua to Go will go to Habitat for Humanity and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. As for her job as a clinical social worker, the year is up and they are up and running again.